In some way, shape, or form, we all grew up with Noggin in our own way. As a child with undiagnosed ASD, I find that Noggin and PBS Kids were the only things that could really. Well, I was banned from a lot of cartoons because undiagnosed ASD, but they really shaped me into who I am until I got older and I could watch the banned cartoons that I couldn't watch before. If you're wondering why I couldn't watch certain cartoons, it's because I was copied the screaming. So no Chowder, no Courage, and no SpongeBob. Which, hey, at least I didn't get banned from SpongeBob because it's the devil, so. And I was very upset when Noggin was shut down back in 2024 in July, after Paramount laid off the brand's staff and folded much of its content to Paramount Plus. Noggin has always been a special part of my childhood, especially with, the Moose and the Bird. Forgot their names, but I know the Moose's name was Moose. The Bird? I have no idea. I have two songs from them stuck in my head. The Thanksgiving song and the candy corn song. Because of them, I am addicted to candy corn. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who loves candy corn. If you love candy corn, comment down below. It makes sense that Noggin is coming back. With everything that's going on in the world, with certain things saying that a certain thing is okay, when it's not okay. We need Noggin now more than ever. The Noggin website is fully back up now with a promising message on its homepage. Kids' curiosity calls, and Noggin is answering, are coming back to help kids discover what they love, to give them ways to explore their interests, to transform the spark from the screen into a real-life pursuit. The new Noggin will be rolling out in the months ahead. Join our mailing list and follow us on social for the latest. We're so happy to have you on this adventure with us, the Noggin team. To those of you who didn't grow up with Noggin, Noggin was launched back in 1999 as a Nickelodeon Sesame Street Workshop joint venue, and it's reinvented itself multiple times. First, it was a TV channel, which most of us all grew up with, and then later added as SVOD, and most recently as a learning platform packed with preschool-friendly shows and interactive games. When Paramount pulled the support last year, it seemed like yet another quiet end for the brand. But Kane saw tapped on potential. Rather than doubling down on preschoolers, the revived Noggin will now target kids aged 5 to 12, today's Gen Alpha cohort. The goal, Kane says, is to meet kids at the age where they're starting to form deeper interests and passions. Who is Kane, by the way? Oh, Kristen Kane. She's Noggin's former leader, and she secured the rights to the brand and is now relaunching it as a hybrid gaming, streaming, and real-world experience designed for today's kids. But the Noggin relaunch isn't just a streaming comeback. Kane and her team have outlined a three-phase strategy. The first stage is a virtual city of hobbies. Noggin will debut with a virtual city, an updated version of Nogginville, where kids can explore different interests through these mini-games. And unlike the simple click-and-learn activities from the old Noggin, these games will mimic real-world skills. For example, with the cooking game, kids won't just press a button to watch a cake appear, they'll follow step-by-step recipes, encouraging them to try the hobby offline. The second part of the phase is a new streaming hub. This is one of the big ones for independent content creators. Once the virtual world gains traction, Noggin will expand into streaming again, but with a twist. Instead of relying on the big Paramount franchises like Paw Patrol or Dora the Explorer, which stayed on Paramount Plus after Noggin got shut down, the new Noggin will license shows from digital-first creators who specialize in niche interests. The idea is to host videos related directly into the hobbies that kids are discovering in the game, creating a cycle of play and inspiration. So, I guess this is like to mean that like if any of you ever wanted, if any creator ever had a show that they wanted to be on these certain things, it will go to Noggin. I'm pretty sure, like a cute kid friendly learning thingy, that's gonna go to Noggin. I guess that's my theory. And the final phase of the strategy is real world Noggin clubs. In long term, Noggin plans to leap from digital to physical spaces. The company suggested Noggin branded baking clubs, garages for DIY projects, or music studios where kids can gather, practice skills, and connect with peers in supervised environments. Why does Noggin matter? Why do we need Noggin now more than ever? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Slavery was not okay. Noggin's comeback is unusual in today's media landscape where consolation and cost-cutting often outweigh innovation. Paramount, amid a brand-defining financial crisis that eventually led to the company being sold to Skydance's David Ellison, saw Noggin as expandable when it shuttered the service during company-wide layoffs in early 2024. But by handing over the brand to Kane, the company may have inadvertently given Noggin its best chance of yet long-term survival. If this is successful, Noggin could prove a vital platform in a kids' media ecosystem, where well-intentioned alternatives like PBS have had their funding cut. Noggin could combine the entertainment-first appeal of Roblox and YouTube with the learning-oriented mission that has defined Noggin since Sesame Workshop days, giving kids an alternative that genuinely aims to provide a service rather than just a profit to young people. For the parents who mourn the app's shutdown, the revival offers a second chance, and for a new generation of kids, Noggin could prove a haven in an increasingly commercialized entertainment space that has moved away from educational and values-driven production. Noggin is just important. You know, if I ever have kids, I would want them to do PBS Kids and Noggin, and not those god-awful channels. What were people thinking, by the way? Slavery was okay? Who the fuck would say that? It was not okay! Anyways, before I get canceled somehow, this is where we're gonna end the video off. I'll see you all in the next video where we'll be talking about Disney might be reviving Cool Runnings. Yeah, that movie. Never watched it, by the way. Never watched Cool Runnings, but they might either remake it or make a sequel with an all-female team. And I don't know if this is true or not, so we're gonna find out in the next video.